top signs that you should know. So, as an executive mom with a busy schedule and numerous responsibilities, the last thing you need is a nagging pain in your elbow. Well, that affects your productivity and, of course, your daily activities. So, one common condition that can cause discomfort in the elbow is golfer's elbow or medial epicondylitis. And well, as the name suggests, it is very common in golfers, but it is not necessary that you have to be a golfer to get a golfer's elbow pain. So it can affect anybody, really anybody in the population, right? So in this video, let's understand more about golfer's elbow or medial epicondylitis and how do you actually know that you have golfer's elbow. So I will talk about three top signs that you should know. So before we get into the topic for today, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Swati. I'm an executive mom power coach. I help moms of younger kids who work in high stress executive jobs and suffer from adrenal fatigue, low energy levels, brain fog, etc. And they want to manage their spinal, that is back and neck, and nerve pain. I help you, or I do this by giving you simple exercises, easy lifestyle modifications, some tips and tricks that have helped me in my own joint pain and my own pain journey and my adrenal fatigue journey. And I do all of this without taking away a big chunk of your time because, hey, we're moms, we're busy people, right? So let's get back into understanding golfer's elbow, and I'll talk about the three top signs that you should know. If you suspect you have golfer's elbow, these are the signs that will help you to sort of get more focused on what is happening in your elbow. So what exactly is golfer's elbow? So although I've done a couple of videos on this, which you can find on my YouTube channel, I will just give you a very brief introduction. So golfer's elbow or medial epicondylitis, you don't need to remember that name, the big name, but they're just two things. One is your doctor might refer to it, or you might see it in your reports and wonder what it is. So it's the same thing as golfer's elbow. And the other thing is the itis, itis at the end of medial epicondylitis denotes that there is an inflammation. So in the medical world, anything with the itis at the end means there's an inflammation. So basically, golfer's elbow is an inflammation on the inner part of your elbow. So there's this bony area here. You will find that that is painful in golfer's elbow because of the inflammation. How does it happen? Because of repetitive strain injuries, such as repeatedly using your wrist and or elbow, like if you're repeatedly typing, using the mouse to maneuver around your screen, and you do this for hours at an end without taking breaks, it can happen. Of course, there are other professional hazards, but usually as executive moms, you're typing and you're spending a lot of time in front of the computer. So these are the more common causes. Now, how would you know if you have golfer's elbow? The very first thing, as I said, is the primary sign is that you have pain around the bony area here on the inner side of the elbow. This could be a burning sensation as well. So it doesn't just have to be pain. It could be burning. It could be a bit of numbness as well, but mostly it is between pain and burning. Now, it could be a dull, achy pain, or it could be a sharp shooting pain. And the other thing, the second way to know if you have golfer's elbow is usually the pain will radiate down the forearm and into your wrist and into your fingers, because this is exactly the same path that your muscles follow. So your muscles are like, it's like a rope. It's attached at two ends. So one end is the fingers here, and it is running across your wrist, around across your forearm, and then it comes and attaches onto this bony part here. So you might have the pain radiating down the muscle into the fingers, wrist, and forearm. It can possibly go up into your biceps area as well. But this is seen more with this upper arm pain is seen more with more chronic cases, or more cases that have been, in case you have had it for a long time. The golfer's elbow has been going on for a long time. Now, you might find that your pain increases with specific movements. It could be any movement, such as wrist, bending your wrist, such as, if you are doing something where you're repeatedly bending your wrist down, or you are, say, rotating your forearm, you might find those activities are more painful, because this is an action that will put your tendons, as in the muscle, in a more stressful position. Now, you might feel that you have some weakness when you're lifting objects. So, for example, I have a bottle of water here. Yeah, that's what I'm just recycling my bottle here. So you might find that when you lift the bottle, so this is full of water. So when I lift my bottle with my affected arm, I feel the weakness. I feel like I'm going to drop the bottle. I don't feel the firm grip. Whereas when I lift it with my unaffected arm, I can easily lift it. I don't feel that lack of strength in my wrist and fingers, especially your finger grip. So these are some of the very specific signs that would indicate that you possibly have golfer's elbow. They do not confuse golfer's elbow with the tennis elbow, because tennis elbow is exactly the opposite. So it's on the outer side here, and your pain is going down in the back of your forearm into your extensors, your finger extensors here. But that is another video for another day. So we're not going to talk so much about tennis elbow. I don't want to confuse you. However, if you're curious, you can go to my YouTube channel and have a look. I've done a lot of videos on tennis elbow. Or you can go to YouTube, just type my name, and you'll come across those. Now, if you're not sure about if your elbow pain is caused by tennis elbow, golfer's elbow, or any other cause, there is a free guide which is what is the source of your elbow pain. You can find that in a blog that I have written. I will leave the link to that blog in the description of this video. On Instagram, you can find it in my bio. If you can't find, just message me and I'll send it across to you. Have a look at that blog. It has some more information. It also has a video on how can you reduce the inflammation in your elbow if you have golfer's elbow. So, all right, that's all for now.